When we hit the road to travel across Africa,
Have a good day.
bye-bye,
Bye-bye.
we thought we knew about the colonial history. But it wasn't until we stepped inside a slave castle that we could really feel the horror involved with it. Come with us as we are riding our van around Ghana to explore the different facades of it. I'm Roman Crows, welcome to Mochi Overland. We were parked at the beach for a couple days and had just finished a boat tour this morning before we decided to keep on going.
The little bridge to go to the beach there and the fishermen. I like it. It looks very cute, this village. Hello! Thank you! Thank you!
That was a little bit of an exciting moment now. We could just fit underneath the tent there to lift it a little bit. Once we passed through, the guys were asking for some money, but we said no, we cannot. They built the tent on the main access road, so of course you have to expect that
Yeah, but there
cars
is
are
not...
going past. No, he said there's also water trucks going that way.
Oh, yeah. No.
And there were several tons that are much bigger than ours. So you don't do this,
Yeah.
And then they cannot ask for money that they lift it, Of course they have to lift it.
We mostly love to be in contact with the people and learn the culture from the people. There is some history in the continent. And there are some places where you can witness this. So it's where we are going now.
Today we are visiting a historical slave castle. It was a place of terror, death and darkness where enslaved Africans were held before being loaded onto ships and sold. We are going to visit Cape Coast Castle, one of many forts that witnessed the last stop of slaves before they crossed the Atlantic Ocean. So we have arrived. Now we finish our break. And it's actually super busy. I didn't expect this, but for the last 20 minutes that we have been parking here, there were 3 buses arriving, so it must be quite busy inside now. Let's see how this one goes now for us. We haven't done something like this for quite some time, something so cultural,
Yeah.
historical.
Yeah. But when was the last time?
The castle was built by the Portuguese around 500 years ago as a trading post for timber and other African goods. It changed hands a few times until the British took over and turned it into a more powerful castle. By the time the British took Cape Coast, the trade in enslaved Africans was booming, and they built dungeons under the fortified castle. Back in the 18th century, Cape Coast was one of the main spots for sending enslaved people across the Atlantic, with as many as 1,500 Africans being locked up in the castle dungeons, waiting to be shipped off. The dungeon was a total nightmare. Each chamber had just one ventilation shaft, which was also used to drop food and water to the slaves. The floor seemed smooth at first, but it wasn't like that when it was brand new. Actually, it's several centimeters of sedimented blood, urine, stool, vomit and tears from the countless Africans who had once suffered in that place. The conditions in the dungeons were very different to the housing and offices just above that, which the British enjoyed within the castle walls. We cannot comprehend the cruelty that humans have inflicted upon each other within these walls. Visiting this place was heartbreaking, and we hope that this part of history is never forgotten or repeated.
In this castle, you could really feel the history. You could feel the horror that happened there. I have to say, for me, it was a lot of emotion, and it's very sad what had happened. We are all human. We should be all loving each other. Now we are back in the car. We are driving towards the national park that we want to visit tomorrow. We decided to drive to this national park now to be there early in the morning, the day after. So yeah, we are driving now. Hopefully we will be arriving before the dark. It should be 1 hour to go there. So I think it's possible. Yay!
So we're going to go tomorrow.
Yay! Smell like bamboo, monkey, and elephant poo. It's possible to sleep in the parking of the national park, but we choose not to because it's quite expensive and there is no facility, so it's not really worth it for us. Especially because there is a parking place, or there is a place when we can wild camp just a little bit further north. I don't know what to expect because there is no information, but I expect that's going to be still surrounded by the nature and the green.
I'm so happy now to be here. We have found this place because our friends Christian and Sabrina, they stayed here. It was like a couple days ago, no? I think they visited this place. So it's just like a few days ahead of us. So they're kind of our scouts, so they can always explore the places and then recommend us or not. It's very nice to always get the latest information about everything. Let's set up the awning, or maybe not.
No.
Maybe just go straight in the bag and walk outside and just relax a little bit.
We are getting ready. We are going to Kakum National Park. Actually, we are in this national park almost, like we are very close to it. It's just 5 minutes to drive there. And I think it's going to be beautiful. You can also walk on the kind of rope bridge, so it's a very cool experience. It's quite a touristic place. It can be many people, but since we are early and during the week, I think we have big chance of finding some wildlife. We are hoping for some snake as always and monkeys, you know, all these things. Don't know if we can still catch them on the camera, it's always very difficult, they are always very fast, but we try our best as always. Let's go, I think we're ready.
We are so pumped now to see this national park. It's actually here on our left now, and on the right I could see yesterday with the drone that there are some palm plantations. So we're gonna go somewhere here on the left and this dense forest. Really looking forward to it. So officially they will open at 7. Now it's 8:30 and she said we have to wait another half an hour until the guide has a sufficient amount of people who want to go into the national park as well. So we're gonna wait now half an hour. I'm not so accurate with the timing here in the morning. But we can see already some agames walking around. That's already beautiful. She said during the day there are almost no animals that we can see. If we are very lucky, we can maybe see some monkeys walking or jumping around. She said it will be all about the trees. Let's see. We booked a tour, 2 hours. Cost us 200 Ghana cedis, so that is around, let me think, 8x4, 32 euros. That's quite a price, but it's 2 hours hiking and then also the Canopy walk, so that's not too bad.
Oh look, what is this?
Is it a cucumber?
No, I help you. What is this?
Wow, big one! Yep.
This is cocoa.
But this one is totally rotten. You can see there already the ants making their way inside. Yeah, I think the cocoa season is finished.
You think?
Yeah. But the mango season has started.
And mango. Nice and tasty and sweet and juicy. I just spotted an avocado tree. There's avocado on the floor and here it's full of avocado. We are starting the trip.
A little delay, but it's okay. We could still see a little bit around the waiting area. Let's see what we can see in the national park.
So here is about 34 years old forest. It's just 34 years old forest. And after the 34 years, we go to the primary forest, which has never been cut down. And so when we go to the top, enter the primary forest that was created since creation. That has never been cut down. So if you see anything here, you want to ask questions.
This one is medicine.
Oh, this one, this is, you know, black pepper, Surubisa. This is the plant. This is what they use them after eating so much. It helps to digest the food. This is fern, right? We have some of them that grows on the ground. This one grew only on palm trees. I use this one for people who have got infection like gonorrhea. But the most important part of it is for any child who is an anemic, sickle cells. This one will treat the sickle cells. It's like okra. So these are living things. They have their own spirit to heal us. If you see this one, this is a lian, the vine, the camera from there. This is the beginning of it. These are the roots. We cut it, beat it to clean our teeth. If you need a glue to make your shoes, this is where we get the glue from. Glue. That's the glue. So if you cut it big, it's going to come like water.
Oh wow.
For the shoes, for the carpentry work. So we are in the nature. Everything is given to us.
It's been super interesting for now. He said we cannot see many animals, but pretty much all the plants here in this forest have a purpose, a medicinal purpose. So he calls it like a pharmacy here. So he said really our ancestors who have grown very old, they still have all this knowledge. And yeah, this should be actually preserved and should be shared among each other. He's very spiritual, religious, so he often refers this place here to the place of God and the place to be.
When you come to Ghana, Africa, sometimes people have not been to Africa before. They think people sleep on trees. Nobody has ever slept on a tree. We never sleep on trees. They were using these ones as houses. We were living in between the buttresses of the tree as houses.
Wow. Massive, huh?
So you see, if I'm here, nobody will find me.
Yeah.
And when you are coming from there, I'll flip my head and with my arrow, I'll shoot you.
After an hour of interesting facts about the forest, it was time to get our adrenaline pumping. So we've got to the Canopy walk, where we'll be getting a whole new view of the forest. Off you go, Sherry.
I'm a little bit afraid.
There's a walkway made up of 7 suspension bridges, suspended up to 40 meters above the forest floor from 8 strong and healthy trees that are over 300 years old. I'm Roman Crows. Welcome to Mochi Overland. Whew, it's moving vigorously, this thing. The trees are connected by these ladders, and it's quite a shaky experience, that's for sure. Yeah, and if you're afraid of heights, then it might be maybe not the best idea for you to go here, but it's okay. Don't mind too much, but you should overcome your fear because that's definitely something everybody should have seen.
Wow, it looks so nice here. We are on top of the canopy.
Oh.
It's beautiful, it's very cool, it's a super nice experience.
Yeah, but you must be fearless.
Yeah.
Because it really goes down a lot.
And it's really moving a lot. Whoa, someone just came with me in the bridge. I can feel this moving much more than when I'm alone. Wow. Okay, I think I'm very close to the camp. We'll definitely spend a full day here, taking everything.
And with all that knowledge that we have now, we can even spend 2 days here or 3 days.
No food, only medicine.
2 hours later and we are back at Mochi. It has been a very interesting, very informative walk. And really that little canopy walk there was one of the highlights because it was such a thrilling experience. Now it's midday and I think we're gonna eat something and then we have to make a plan what we're gonna do after. Either we go back to where we parked already last night or we're heading towards Accra, which is 170 kilometers from here. So let's talk about this and then off we go.
Why are you telling me to come faster?
Yeah, of course. This is a daily sport today. After the hike in the national park, time for your arms.
After the fit arms?
It's quite a decent flow. It won't take too long and then we have our 120 liters refilled. Plus our shower.
Maybe you do the shower.
We're heading now towards Accra. It's 3 hours something. Not that it's so necessary to go there, but we wanted to progress a little bit on the road. So therefore, yeah, we're heading towards Accra and don't stay for another night where we were for the last 2 nights. Now here, just on the side of the road, there's just a police stop maybe 100 meters ahead of us.
Yeah.
And this woman there with a bowl of fruits and veggies
This looks
all
so
on her
heavy.
head. And this must be so heavy.
She has already trouble to take it down.
Oh wow. Maybe we get a...
How can she put this on her head already? You can find everything here on the street.
Oh wow.
She has a lot of things actually. She also has banana.
Hello.
Hello.
What do you say?
How are you?
You have pineapple, ananas.
Ah, here, ananas.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
This can be nice, no? How much? 5? 10. Yeah. She doesn't have a lot, but I think it's everything from
Yeah.
her garden or from where she lives.
Probably, yeah. She must be just living here around. She's probably just waiting for someone to take her to the next city so she can sell her bucket.
Must be really tough to be on the road all day with all that weight on the head, because the thing is, like, there are so many stalls where you can buy something. You have so many opportunities. So just like this on the side of the road, I think that the least people will stop.
Oh, what is this? This guy was probably selling a rat, or... I mean, no, it's not a rat. It's a much bigger thing than a rat. We have learned quickly that here they eat a lot of bushmeat. They eat varen. We also learned that they eat cat and dogs, which can be surprising for some of us. But here it's kind of normal. I mean, if you're hungry, you eat what you find, you know. Talking about maybe you will not think about eating this, but they say that it's a good meat. They love it. And it's like not something uncommon here. It's just they can eat it, they have it, and it tastes good. Why not to eat it? So we have a little problem. The place where we wanted to stop for camping tonight was actually not possible to access because they are building the road just there. Now we don't know exactly where we're gonna go. We are driving further towards Accra, but really I don't know, because it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy.
Or we make it easy, but then it's not very beautiful as well. Like we can always sleep at a petrol station, or maybe just sleep here somewhere on the side of the road. But
Obviously
then
you
it's maybe
can't.
noisy and maybe people gonna come and I don't know what, you know.
Maybe we can't go here. And then they are doing the job here. They are working. So the possibility, yeah, maybe the petrol station is a possibility. Our favorite place are the petrol station. But they are really the last option. I will check on Google Maps if there is some place, but it's so many people here. It's just like village after village. So if we sleep somewhere, it's probably going to be on the village somewhere.
Look at them, all the plantain trees. But it's higher more. Wow.
You will think we are crazy because we have just decided to drive to Accra. It's 1.5 hours from here, which means that we will have to drive during the night. We normally try to avoid, but I think it will be much more easy for us to drive there and to camp there because it's already set and we know that it's possible for us to stay there.
It's a crazy road, it's a dusty road. So we have a dark and crazy and dusty road.
I mean, if it's dark or like this, it's not a big difference. You can see in front of you anyway. Wow, closing windows. So dusty. If it's that dusty and dark, yeah, you don't see more. Anyway. You have to make Please, the hacienda. Oh, I need a nose shower after this. Hello, how are you?
We take some
You want banana?
banana.
You have banana? This 30.
30.
How many you want?
1. 15.
15. Yeah, we take 15.
15. This is a big bench of banana. Hello, good, and you? And the mango, they're ready?
You have 2 mango.
No, no.
Do you have avocado?
Avocado?
Avocado is finished.
It's finished.
Oh.
No. You have the change? Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, and a small banana. Since the road is terrible, we are going to deflate the tires. And the road is very terrible. I don't know for how long. I don't know if it's until Accra. But yeah. They're just building a new street. Until now, it's bad. It's very dusty. And the sun is already going down.
And of course, it got even darker by the time we arrived in Accra city. We hadn't planned to cover so many kilometers today, and we definitely hadn't thought about sleeping in the city. The suburbs were already really crowded, and we moved through the streets very slowly. We got tired, and all we wanted was a nice, quiet spot to park in the city, as we had heard from other overlanders. Looks like a decent capital, I have to admit. Wow, it's huge. It started already a long time ago that we have really seen a lot of shops and shopping malls, and like look at these big apartments there. They look impressive. I've never seen something like this before. I'm positively surprised. I really underestimated a bit Accra, but this one seems to be a good one.
But the traffic is...
Yeah, of course, the traffic is insane.
We are trying to pass the last roundabout and it's big cows.
Yeah, actually no real rules here. Forget all the rules that you have learned.
Carefully. You cannot wait. It's 2 minutes.
So 2 minutes from here we will be in heaven on earth.
Yeah.
Overlanders paradise. Okay. Good, this is the place. It's pitch dark. I don't know if this is the actual parking or if we have to drive a little bit further into the botanical garden. I think we just stay here, call it a day, take a shower, and then we have a look tomorrow at daylight. I mean, you cannot expect too much because we're still so close to the city, or this is actually within the city. So yeah, I think it is good for what it is, and see you tomorrow at daylight then. For you, tomorrow is going to be on Saturday in a week. Back here on our channel with a new chapter of us exploring more of Ghana. We hope you liked this episode. If so, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye bye. In case you're wondering how it's like to take a shower in the middle of the capital of African city, it's like this. It looks like you're on a disco. We have a little window here, so I can always check what's happening outside. At least to this direction. There's Mochi, and there's just the main road. This is just a burger place. Feels like I'm standing right on the highway with all those noises here around me. I like the adventure, Melanie also likes it, so there's no complaint. It's just like a little sharing.